before the intermission and most musicals, and so yeah. What remained with you? Where did you go after we closed? Was I being articulate? I feel like I lost a lot of it.
So yeah, something I thought about, and I mentioned it to you a little, was like, when you said, hello, friend, you can join in if you want. And, I thought about, like, why I didn't, and, like, what held me back, and, like, because it was, like, not knowing exactly what I am and am not allowed to do. Like, am I allowed to get in people's personal space, like, climb on their set in my dirty shoes? Like, and should I take off my shoes? Oh, my socks are ugly today.
Your socks have never been ugly.
They're just gray. They're just like gray.
Oh, gross. No, put them away.
Shame.
Publicly, really?
I know. I let you down. But yeah, and I like, as I watched the piece, I was like, in my head, I was like, this is how I want to move. But like, if I get in now, like, is it too late to take off my shoes? And like, I had a real emotional journey,
Right.
Happening here. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I almost want a second chance.
Well, first impressions are known for having second chances. We had a really lovely conversation with your two roommates. I'm curious if you guys could speak to what we were talking about. Confirm Mr.
Earlier we were talking about when you gave us, the audience, the tool of listening and channeling your experience respectfully within your body by tapping back into what's happening, and then maybe finding like a totem within your embodiment to listen. I had made a comment during intermission that sometimes in a public forum, when I'm at a performance or presentation, I pulled back from using that tool because I don't know if it's been invited or if people perceive me as being rude simply for experiencing the music in my body as I would naturally. And so during the first half, I was doing a lot of like this, sometimes to like see from the other side of the cameraman's butt.
Which is lovely, by the way.
As in just because you're standing in front of me, not because I was objectifying your gorgeous whatever. But other times it's like, like the way that you are expressing is puppeteering me.
Puppeteering me. Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh.
And
we're having a moment.
And so I think that's what you're referring to, us talking about how much of that is like within the confines of our audience space, taking up space nonetheless, rather than receding into invisible spectatorship that is mostly just a concession to like think that you have to disappear in order to participate or be respectful.
So articulate. Any questions? Anyone else on the remark?
One thing I was thinking about during intermission was like the last piece. You said it was the promise of restfulness, and I was sort of seeing the instruments as like suddenly like playing a role as well, sort of like characters as well. It reminded me of sort of like how like a child or a dog will like curl up on you. It was like a lot of the reclining and sort of rocking of it was like looked like that to me. It was making me feel like they were part of the
We have a lot of very enthusiastic cat mamas here.
Yeah.
And a fish mom.
It's
And a fish mom. No problem. Love it. Well, cool. Let's jump in.
How would you feel about the ladder?
Not being here.
Yeah. That was
Leor, how do we feel about the ladder not being here?
get it out of here.
It's only to facilitate your enjoyment. Or you can just put it off to the side.
Now everything's good.
Did you win the fight? Great. space, whatever's in the body, also known as cleansing the palate, and we're just going to sort of pull from the moment. So what is the phrase? Go quietly into the night or